Hello, it's the Randy Duck and welcome back for another video, and today I've got one singular replay to show you in the Tier 8 Soviet Premium Medium Tank, the Senjutsu, and it is of course the Iron Maiden tank. If you want to see the crew and equipment setup I am running in the tank, you can see that at the bottom of the screen as I speak. But it is only one quick replay to show you. To be honest, I had this on my hard drive for a while, haven't really got anything to go with it, and I thought I just want to get this replay out, clear the space, because it is kind of a funny game, and there's a lot of madness happening. Now the Senjutsu, it's a very, very powerful Tier 8 medium tank. That's because you've got 320 alpha, 330 heat pen, but then you've got a secondary weapon as a flamethrower, and that secondary weapon can be so effective because what it essentially does is it doesn't do that much damage. There's a little bit of tickle damage unless you're an open top vehicle where it actually really just ruins you. But even against the heavily armoured stuff, it stun locks you, so it kind of nerfs their DPM. So if you're in a brawl, shoot your single fire shot for 320 alpha, swap to your flamethrower, stun lock them so their DPM is nerfed with the flamethrower, and then you can just continue to farm them with your main gun. So it can be very, very powerful, and it's got good mobility, and it's actually got very decent armour as well. So you can see here on the first map, I've kind of pushed this flank pretty much solo on my side, and then we've finally sort of met some competition of some tanks which we're going to have to fight. I mean, there is 3 tanks in front of us, so hopefully my team come and help us out, but if not, I'm just going to try and get these shots in. We do get one into the medium tank here. We swap to the flamethrower, just while we're reloading, get a little bit of tickle damage on in there, and then we're just going to go back to our main gun and try and put a shot through his turret, which we do. We do only have 5 degrees of gun depression. This light tank could have made life difficult for us, but yeah, things happened, and he's managed to get taken out by itself. It happens to the best of us, don't worry. And we managed to pick up about 2,000 damage here. Iron Rain comes around now. The Iron Rain, well, it's actually quite a fearsome tank because it's got a 3-shot autoloader, but he's open topped and we can actually slap him with our flamethrower. Annoyingly, I didn't reload my flamethrower earlier, or would have had a full clip in, but he is reloaded now, and we're trying to just slap some shots into him. And you see, it looks like he's fired all of his shots now, and you do a lot of damage to open top vehicles with the flamethrower. That's put us on about 2,400 damage. We don't have to worry about the Iron Rain because he's on reload. He's got a very long reload. We're going to try and finish him off now, though, if we can, with our flamethrower. You can see we're just burning them away for our 3rd kill of the game. Put us on to 3,000 damage, and we do have the lead in this game. But there's a lot of tanks left, a lot of hit points left, and we want to try and get amongst it. So we've got to be as quick as we can to get there. We've lost half of our hit points, but for that half of the hit points, we've got 3,000 damage and 3 kills with 2,000 blocks. So we've got enough hit points left in this to try and get some more damage out of this game. J Panther, we are just going to go straight into him. We fire the flamethrower, which is sort of tries to stun lock him a little bit, damages a lot of crew equipment with the flamethrower. It does a lot of module damage, and we're on 4 kills with 9 tanks remaining. Using the good mobility this tank has, it's got 55 kilometers an hour top speed, and we're trying to get across the rest of these damage before our friendly tank caps out. So can we finish off this one shot here on the move? Yes, we can, for our 5th kill of the game. Now, there is a real opportunity to pick up like a Devastator model here. We've already got 5 kills. There's 8 tanks remaining, and that's what we're going to try and gun for. So we're moving in here, and we do come across enemy BZ. He bounces his shot. We fire to our flamethrower. This is going to nerf of his reload here. That's going to give us enough time to now reload and finish him off, and that's why the flamethrower is so devastating on the Senjutsu. So we're on to 6 kills, 5 tanks remaining. Now there is a 1-shot Tiger 2, and you're going to see an horrific shot here from a heat shell. Why on earth would I shoot into his tracks? So that is delaying us. We're still going to get the kill, but it delayed us a couple of seconds, and we did unnecessarily, really. Now there's still 4 tanks remaining. We're going to move in. We've seen 2 tanks we can try and take out. We've literally just been, and I'll be honest, this game just driving, killing anything in front of us and then moving on. It's been pretty crazy. We put 1 shot into that medium. He's a 1-shot. We're looking for our Radleys. We're looking for our 8th kill, but he just gets behind there before we can. So we're going to turn to this other enemy heavy tank. I think he's AFK. I know he is moving. And this should be our 8th kill of the game, confirming our Radleys. He does, he burns to death. And yeah, we're on 5,500 damage, 8 kills. But there's an Earthshaker left who's full health and he's only just about 100 metres away from me. So annoyingly, we've got a heavy tank who's just sitting in the cap circle. Like, I could end this game with another 1,500 damage here, or at least, you know, a lot more hit damage out of him. But we cap out. Like, we couldn't just wait another 10 seconds. You know, kind of a bit frustrating that we have to cap and deny people good games. I never understand it. But we do have a really good game. 2,200 base XP, 8 kills, 5,500 damage. You know, I'd say could have been potentially 6,500 damage on that Earthshaker, but it is what it is. And that is the end for the replay. Like I say, very short video today. And you know, the other replays and videos I do always have 2 replays or 3. But this one, I just wanted to get this out of there. So that's it. Thanks for your amazing support. Hope you enjoyed it, and happy tanking.
Enemy in sight. Hadouken!